You are watching a very special episode of Junk Wax Genius. It's the 2-year anniversary of the channel. 2 years ago, I sat down with a cell phone camera and 2 packs of baseball cards, and I entertained myself for about 3 minutes, and everybody hated it. And I did it again 100 times, and everybody hated it. And then I did it like 101 times, and some people thought, oh, that's not too bad. And then I did it 300 times, and somebody said, oh, okay. And about the 350th time, maybe it was the 400th time, it really started to take off. So if you're into the idea of starting a wax pack ripping channel, 401st time's the charm, and you'll get yourself through 2 years. We're here 2 years. We're monetized. We're actually breaking even on some videos, which is phenomenal and fantastic, and more than I would have dreamed of 2 years ago when I started this for my own entertainment. But to celebrate, we're going to open a lot of packs. Some of them are much older than usual. We got a pack of 84 Topps Wax. We've got an 85 Donruss rack pack that I'm excited about. We're going to open a few things that are newer than usual. For example, we usually cut off at 94. I've got some 95 Flair Ultra. I think there's 95 Topps in here as well. So a little bit of old, a little bit of new, some special packs, and we would be remiss if we started with anything other than 92 Donruss, which was basically what I opened for the first, 50 episodes on this channel. It was a running joke, but it was only funny to me, apparently. But, as we practice and we move on, we learn. So we're going to begin kind of as we began episode 1 long ago. Series 1. Thank you for all the subscribing. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for all of the interaction. It really does make this worthwhile for me. It's not about the monetization. Like I said, I'm happy that the channel breaks even, but I was doing this for a year plus before we saw a penny. So I'm going to keep doing it no matter what. Randy, well, I say no matter what, but as long as they keep printing junk wax cards, I'm going to keep ripping them. We begin with Randy Reddy, Chris Hammond, Ken Griffey Jr., fantastic, great start. Bobby Ojeda, RIP, Jack Morris, All-Star card. A checklist. I'm tempted. This checklist is card number 320. It features card 240, which is a checklist. Does it? It doesn't. There's no checklist cardception. It is not pictured on itself. Oh well. Rick Honeycutt, Julio Machado, Chuck Finley, Mel Hall, Felix Fermin before he got memory hold by Omar Vizquel, Devon White, Robin Yount, hashtag Royo, excellent, Lance Parrish, Diamond King. All right, this I picked this particular pack out of the box because I had heard that when you're working with 92 Donruss, if you get a sealed box, that the second pack from the bottom in each stack is going to be your Diamond King. This one, it may have been coincidence. We'll try again. But Felix Jose, Diamond King, we got it. So we got a Diamond King, we got hashtag Royo, and we got Ken Griffey Jr. out of our first pack. That's fantastic. All right. Very happy with that. We'll put those aside, and we're going to move on to 92 Donruss Series 2. Same general design with the blue and the silver metallic ink, the portrait, the full color portrait on the back. I've loved these cards when they came out. They were so much better than the 91s. Go back and watch the episode a couple of days ago where I opened a box of 91s in spite of myself. All right, here's the 92 Series 2. I think I took this out of the same spot in the box, second from the bottom in the stack. So let's see if there's a Diamond King in this one as well. I don't see it, so maybe that was just for Series 1. Anyway, we'll persevere. Lee Guterman, Dwight Evans, he was good. Andre Dawson, All-Star, excellent. Frank Castillo, Luis Aquino, Dave Cochran, Juan Guzman, Storm Davis, George Earl Davis, the second, or junior, there you go. Andy Benes, Rich Garces, Rudy Cianez, Andujar Cedeno. Interesting picture there for the Bowman set. They usually try for action photos, but you take what you can get, I suppose. Gerald Young, Chris Bosio and his goatee, and Rob Ducey. So we got an Andre Dawson. Shout out Basement Card Collector, friend of the channel. If you haven't subscribed to Basement Card Collector, please do look him up. Lots of interesting stuff. He gets autographs through the mail. And he's also a loyal local card shop patron. Like watching the videos where he talks about his card shop finds. That's cool. All right, let's jump around. As Everlast himself from House of Pain would have said, let's jump around. We'll do, I believe this is 89 Donruss pop-ups. You get the Warren Spahn puzzle, just like you would from the regular 89 Donruss. One pop-up, which we'll review. 3 puzzle pieces, and then 5 all-star cards. Same Warren Spahn puzzle. Thanks again for the subscribing. I do appreciate it. If you have not subscribed and you're into this idea of watching a grown man open old baseball cards and talk about it, now's your chance. Hit that button. This is what you're going to get. We got a Dwight Gooden pop-up, Dave Stieb, who seemed to be like a perennial all-star, but when the Blue Jays have to send somebody, he's your man. Gerald Perry, Kurt Stillwell, Jose Canseco, and then Andre Dawson again. Excellent. There you go, Basement Card Collector. Canseco All-Star card. Canseco. I know how to say it. Let's show you how the Dwight Gooden pop-up operates. So it gives you helpful instructions. It tells you that he was a starting pitcher for your National League. And you see the little perforations kind of around his form. Well, get ready, because he's coming at you. You kind of pop him out. That's why they call it a pop-up. There's some popping involved. And then you fold up the tabs, and it supports itself just like so. And now it's like Dwight Gooden is standing on my coffee table. As far as I know, Dwight Gooden has never stood on this coffee table. There's a first for everything, especially when you're Dr. K, Dwight Gooden. Let's do 89 tops. This one is a little different. It's in a cellophane wrapper. You still get the bubblegum stick inside, but they were experimenting with individual packaging, no wax paper, cellophane. So you get all the fun of the bubblegum inside, none of the wax damage. And I think generally speaking, these were better protected from humidity. So a lot of the damage that came from the gum, these cards don't have. That's going to be disappointing to our friend Rob Opens Wax, that there's gum in here. I know it's in here. Oh, there it is. And are the cards all messed up? Not too bad. So the gum damage is definitely mitigated by the alternate wrap, as is the wax damage, obviously, because there's no wax paper. We got Terry Leach, Larry Sheets, manager Tony La Russa, Al Newman, Jose Alvarez, Bruce Ruffin, Dave Johnson, ooh, every kid's dream, multiple managers in a pack. Jim Gott, a Frank Viola All-Star, Brian Fisher, Alan Anderson, Cecilio Guante, Ricky Jordan, would have gone right into the binder back in the day. Mark Gugawara, and cousin Gary Templeton. Hello, cousin Gary Templeton. So there's our 89 tops. No Greg Jeffries. You can't win them all. What should we do next? Let's move to something a lot newer than we would normally open. 95 Flair Ultra. You get 2 special print cards per pack. So by this time, the printers, the brands, I think had realized that volume of cards wasn't necessarily going to move the most product. Set builders would buy a ton of, like 91 Score or 1992 Stadium Club maybe to build the 900 card sets. But really it was these chase cards, the short prints, the parallels, all those things. Hot packs, of 12 different insert cards. Maybe we got lucky. Let's find out. 95 Flair Ultra. I don't think I've opened these on the channel before. But, oh boy, a checklist. Another checklist. Is it my luckiest of days? We begin with, who do we begin with? We begin with Eddie Murray. That's not bad. We call him two hats because a lot of times they show him with a batting helmet over his ball cap. So thus the name Two Hats. Nice red foil there. I do like the Flair Ultra stamped gold foil there. Nice touch. Rene Arocha. Dave Clark. There's a second-year standout, Chris Gomez. Interesting subset. Cool use of gold foil with the, what are those? The laurels. There you go. That's the word I was trying to think of, and probably even still thought of the wrong word. John Wetland. Rich Rowland. Interesting that they would put the Red Sox in blue foil. That's cool. Nice effect there. Mo Vaughn and his Oakleys. Eric Bonk. Shout out Eric Bonk. We've got Mark Lemke. EY. Eric Young. Alex Gomez. And again, a checklist. I'm tempted to read all the names, but we would be here all day. Let's take a quick look at the fronts and backs of these. So that Eddie Murray card had a nice gold leaf stamped logo, big circle kind of thing. This is a much more simple, minimalist Flair Ultra logo. I like that approach a lot. Big fan of the letter spacing. You know, they keep the logo right in the center and they don't struggle much with spacing out a short name like Alex and a longer, relatively name like Gonzalez. I think that looks cool. And then in the back, tone-on-tone photo, matched with a full-color photo, most recent season in Major League totals. Big fan. Big fan. Nice cards. 95 Flair Ultra. I got to find more of these. That's pretty cool. All right, let's do 87 Flair. Got a box of cello packs. And the nice thing about 87 Flair, the sequencing is very predictable, so that if you see 2 or 3 or 4 cards in a row, you know pretty much, like 99% certainty, who's going to be right behind that. Like in 99% of cases, if Steve Carlton is on the top of your pack, you're going to get Barry Bonds and Will Clark included in your pack. The other day, I opened the first pack of wax out of a box. Vince Coleman, almost all the time, is followed by Bo Jackson. So very predictable sequencing. We'll see who's behind Mookie Wilson here. On the back, Don Baylor, an 87 Flair cello. More of this to open. I'll do a couple deeper dives into it when I can open up the laptop and have the sequencing spreadsheet open next to me. And like the world's weirdest mentalist, tell you with great certainty who's going to be next. Mookie Wilson. Charlie Kerfeld, nice photo. Mike Witt, Andy Van Slyke, Rob Wilfong, Rick Leach, Ken Landreau, Jim Clancy and his mustache, Rick Honeycutt, Ken Daly, Toby Hara. By the way, play along at home. As you see players' names, say them out loud with me. It's how we build community. Mike Fitzgerald, nice bat, Mike. Pat Tabler. Andre Dawson, again, looking good. Nice. Bill Caudle. Ted Simmons. We got a couple of stickers. Got the White Sox, we got the Twins, we got the O's. Okay. We got Zane Smith. Robbie Thompson, nice. Randy Bush. Pat Sheridan and his mustache. Jim Morrison, not the one you might be thinking of. Lee Lacy. Jerry Mumphrey. Phil Bradley, Chuck Carey, Pete O'Brien. Looks like he's really gripping that bat. He's really taking this seriously. Cecilio Guante again. Alan Ashby, Bruce Bochy. I don't know. George Bell, perennial all-star George Bell. And there's our Don Baylor on the back. A viewer, when I opened the wax pack the other day, a viewer had a question about, was 87 Flair the first one where the player photo extended kind of above the background, like how Zane Smith's cap sticks up above that blue sky background into the blue border itself? or Robbie Thompson's cap extends up and over. I gave it a quick look and I couldn't find anything other than if you go all the way back to like 51 Topps, they had the player face in a diamond right in the center of the card. And sometimes the player's cap would extend over the border of that diamond. If you can think of a card set where the player photo kind of extended out of the background behind it, let me know. I'm really curious. It's common now, like 87 Flair, 88 Flair did it as well. Not uncommon for it to happen. But when did it start? I'm curious. All right, we got some Topps American Baseball. You'll notice that these are tinier. Maybe they're crafted for European hands. The tiny hands of West Germany. I don't know. But they're smaller cards. They do include bubble gum. And there's only 5 of them, I believe, per pack. We're going to open these and talk about who we get. We got Barry Bonds, Jeffrey Leonard, Ricky Henderson. I think he's Ricky Henderson's favorite player. George Brett, nice. And we've got some gum sticking very badly to both of these guys. I'm going to say that looks like Joe Carter. Yeah, that's Joe Carter, just ruined. Let's see if I can peel him from the front. Oh, this is painful. Oh, that's awful. Sorry, Joe. Sorry, George. You guys deserved better. That gum is just rancid. Oh, Lord. No thanks. All right, but here's the here's the relative difference in size. So those Topps UK, those Topps European, we'll call them the UK minis. That's how they compare in size to your standard issue baseball card. It's much smaller, but a cool feature on the back, talking baseball. So explaining baseball to English guys, Germans, Irish, Portuguese, I don't know, but people who might not understand what safe means or what the H category means. Kind of like how I would appreciate the same kind of lessons about cricket. I'm fascinated by it. I do not understand it. Again, there's the gum from another pack. It's not going anywhere near my mouth. All right, let's do 93 Topps. This is 93 Topps Series 1. There's a Topps Gold card in every pack. We may find ourselves a Derek Jeter Gold card. We found the Derek Jeter, I think, twice already out of this set of packs that I bought. I bought bulk packs out of them. They weren't in a box. They were like literally out of a massive storage bin. And it was like 100 of them at a go. So we've gotten a couple of Derek Jeters out of it. We're not going to get the Derek Jeter Gold card. Sorry for the spoiler. But we'll see who we do get. Spike Owen. That's Spike Owen. Nice photo there for Pete Harnish, looking like a Stadium Club picture. I like that. Carlos Baerga. Doug DeCenzo, squaring to bunt. John Smoltz, fantastic. Our gold card is Kyle Abbott. And in teammates with Smoltzy, Tom Glavine. Fantastic. Bob Tewksbury. Felix Jose. We did get a draft pick card. It's Todd Steverson, not the one we were looking for. Andy Stankiewicz. Tom Goodwin. I know the K is silent, so Ert Knudsen. Kevin Apier and Rob Ducey. Nice to get the Smoltz and Glavine out of that pack together. Would have been extra special had there been a Maddox in there, but we get what we get and we don't get upset is one of the mottos on this channel. Full color headshot on the back. Action shot even for Glavine. Nicely done. Pretty good stuff from 93 Topps, even if it's not the Derek Jeter. We will take it. Let's go ahead and do the 84 Topps wax. 15 picture cards, a stack of gum. Maybe we'll get the Mattingly. Maybe we'll get the Darryl Strawberry. I've got a wax pack of 84 to open as well. But let's go ahead and do the wax and hope that the gum has not just thoroughly ruined everything inside, which it can do. There's our wrapper, kept that in good condition. Oh, Topps had the foresight to put something between the gum and the cards that matter. And it got stuck to this stupid contest. Or that wasn't stupid. It was a perfectly fine contest back in the day. Just, I'd rather it be stuck to that 40 years later. No offense. We've got Bobby Brown, Pete Ladd and his mustache, Bruce Kyson, Craig Lefferts. This would have been a great pack for mustache, beard, or nothing. It's not too late. Play along at home. Sixto Lezcano. The hat looks airbrushed, but the uniform looks legit. I don't know what to think. Maybe it's just like he sweated through the hat. I don't know. Phillies All-Star, Mike Schmidt. Excellent. Michael Jack Schmidt, the pride of Dayton, Ohio. Luis Pujols, Richard Dotson, Larry Christensen, Julio Cruz, Milt Wilcox, Bruce Bochy, nice, Glenn Abbott, and we end with the immortal Doug Frobel. Frobel? I don't know. 84 Topps were beautiful cards, though. Great design. Big fan. There you go. 84 Topps. They can't all be winners. If they did, what fun would this be? It would be so predictable. Let's do 91 Upper Deck. This is the Find the Nolan, or what would be considered the low series. This is the one that has the Michael Jordan short print. Will we get lucky? Did I use up all the luck in finding that Diamond King in our 92 Donruss Series 1? Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. If you're still with us, please do like the video, leave a comment, your favorite card so far, maybe what you would like to see out of the 85 Donruss Wax Pack. My fingers are crossed for Eric Davis. We got Bill Landrum. There's Eric Bonk again. Alan Anderson. Jim Abbott, nice card. Love seeing Jim Abbott. That's excellent. Terry Kennedy. Marty Clary, having a good laugh. Here's Rich Gedman. That looks like a Bowman pick. The shadows, the lazy pose. Rich Gedman with your Astros. Kevin Moss from 91 Upper Deck would have been a hot card to get. Robin Ventura in those throwback uniforms. Before, every third game was a throwback. Lance McCullers. Shane Mack going in face first. Okay. We got Jeffrey Leonard. Our hologram is the Yankees. Got a top prospect there for Dave Staten. Rookie card there for Steve Decker. Always fun when he would team up with Bud Black for Black and Decker as your battery. And Jeff Russell. There you go. There's our 91 Upper Deck. Nothing major to talk about, but you get what you get and you don't get upset. That's what we say. I've said it before. I'm sure I'll say it again. Let's get into this 95 Donruss Rack Pack. We've got a rated rookie right on front, Jim Traber. There's Matt Young with the Mariners behind the baseball logo, and Cecil Cooper with the Brewers. On the back, puzzle pieces, so kind of obscured, and I'm not so into it that I'm gonna be like sliding and squeezing these things around to get peeks. I'm just gonna open the cards using scissors to minimize the trauma. On each little segment. We'll see those scissors again when it's time to open Flair. All right, we'll be gentle. We'll take care. Cecil Cooper, Jerry Davis, Dave Anderson, Scott Sanderson, Wayne Tollison, Mike Caldwell, George Foster, Don Sutton. He was already looking old in 85. Danny Darwin, Brad Kaminsk, Ron Darling, Harold Baines, old two hats Harold, Alan Trammell, excellent, Bill Campbell, George Vukovic, and our Lou Gehrig puzzle pieces. All right. Well, we got Trammell, we got Baines. Can't be too disappointed, too aggressively disappointed. There's Matt Young, Floyd Bannister, Scotty Earl, Davey Lopes, a Don Mattingly Diamond King. Love that. That's awesome. Tippy Martinez, Jason Thompson, Spike Owen, Ozzie Smith, excellent. Love the Wizard. And right behind him, Wade Boggs, watching that pitch all the way to the glove. Wade Boggs. There's John Franco. That might be, yeah, that's a John Franco rookie card. John Anthony Franco. Anthony, save the game, Anthony. Greg Pryor, Ernie Whitt, Vern Rule, and Jose Rio. Jose Rio with the Yankees. Jose Rio rookie card. How about that? And more puzzle pieces. All right, not bad. Ozzie Smith, Wade Boggs. Who could be mad about that? Not me. I mean, they're going into the personal collection. They're not going to PSA. As we say here on the channel, say it with me, PC, not PSA. Good, you know the slogan. Jim Traber, Calvin Schiraldi rated rookie, Dion James, Frank Williams, Frank Viola, Nolan Ryan, fantastic. Oh, that's great. We'll come back to him. Don Baylor, Len Barker, Mike Warren, okay, Houston Jimenez, Tim Corcoran, Bruce Hurst, Mike Witt and his mustache, Curtis Wilkerson, and we end with Willie Hernandez, Guillermo Hernandez. Take a look at the back of the Willie Hernandez card. Guillermo Willie Hernandez. There you go. But pretty good run of Hall of Famers out of this selection. We didn't get the Eric Davis. I've got more of these, so the cause is not lost. But Nolan Ryan, 85 Donruss. That is beautiful. That's awesome. And to go along with it, Wade Boggs. A little more off-center for Wade by my eye. Ozzie Smith. The Mattingly Diamond King. How awesome would it have been in 1985 to get the Don Mattingly Diamond King? Awesome. Very nice. All right, let's jump ahead. That's right, all the way to the year 1995. I don't know if I've opened this on the channel. 95 Topps Series 2, 13 cards, Power Pack. Every card foil stamped. Spectralite, insert card in every pack. If you need a moment to catch your breath, pause the video. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I'm positive I have not opened these before on the channel. They're sliding apart very well. I can see the gloss in these Junk Wax Genius Studio Lights. Kirk Gibson. Nice card for Kirk Gibson. Felix Jose. Chuck Finley. That's cool. Dave Stevens. Looking like he's just enjoying himself. 94 draft pick card for Doug Webb. Hey, double Dougs. How about that? It's my lucky day. Rusty Meacham. Sean Green. That's cool. A little bit of time under his belt. Looking like a child in that photo. Sean Green. Nice. On deck, we've got Corey Bailey and Scott Hatteberg. Red Sox on deck. Cool. Kevin Brown. There's EY again. Eric Young. A third Doug Webb. What the hell, people? Why did it have to be 3 Doug Webbs? And a Sandy Elomar. 3 Doug Webbs. What is going on? Of all the... All right. We get what we get and we don't get upset. We move on. That's absurd. That's so weird. That's so weird. Let's do the 91 Score Series 2. Maybe we can find a mantle card in there. Some other score inserts. I mean, this thing was just lousy with subsets. One of the more bloated sets of the Junk Wax era. There's Spike Owen again. It's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Spike tonight. Same with Frank Viola. Brett Butler. Love to see him running the bases. In the language of baseball cards, Brett Butler should either be running or bunting. Ken Howell. Dream Team for Junior. Fabulous. Love that. Mike Blowers. Luis Quinones. Jason Grimsley. John Russell. Steve Decker, there he is again, rookie prospect for Steve Decker. Dan Boone, Hector Wagner, Tony Perez-Chica. Our World Series trivia is from 1936. There was no, come on. Jose Rijo again, now for the Reds. Alex Cole and Travis Fryman with a dinged corner. Oh, all right. So Jose Rijo coming off of some dominant seasons with the Reds. Focus. Can we focus? There we go. Well, a good season. Maybe not dominant, but good. And Alex Cole, who stole a lot of bases. So many, in fact, in just 63 games that the Indians decided they were going to redesign Cleveland Municipal Stadium around his speed. And they would go with speed and defense with Alex Cole as their anchor. That lasted about as long... well, it lasted like a season and a half, and then they got Albert Bell and Carlos Baerga and Jim Thome in the organization and changed everything drastically. But we got the Junior Dream Team. Fantastic. Excited about that. Let's do Flair. Flair with this extra special wrapping, some plastic wrap. We got to use our cutting tool to get into that, just like we did the rack pack a moment ago. Score that open, and we'll take a look at some of the most beautiful cards ever produced once we can get it all unwrapped. Extra security generally means that there's no bricking. We've got Charlie Hayes on the back and Dave Valley on the front, so no stars that I'm going to preserve. We're going to rip this thing open and get at it. Got to get at it. Can't look at all the cards if they stay wrapped up. That's what this channel's all about. Dave Valley, Bob Welch, Ray Langford. We'll flip over a card so we can see Ron Gant. A couple, we got to twist around. Darrell Hamilton, George Brett, phenomenal. Albert Bell, speaking of, guys that the Indians decided maybe we don't need speed and defense when we've got Albert Bell on our team. There's Steve Finley, Brian Harvey looking good in the Marlins teal, and then again, Charlie Hayes. Just great cards. Nice, thick, heavy cardstock, beautiful gloss again. You can see the studio lights from Junk Wax Genius Studios. Nice subtle photo on the back, big career stats, gorgeous cards. Flair. All right, we're down to our last one. 87 tops, 17 bubblegum cards. You know, if you're a fan subscriber to the channel, they're not made of bubblegum. That's a pro tip I like to give. They're printed on cardstock. We'll close it out looking for Will Clark, Barry Larkin, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, others. Thanks for sticking with me. Thank you for celebrating 2 years of this nonsense, this channel. And let's do 2 more. I think I have enough boxes in my stash to get us through. Focusing, as usual, on 87 to 94, with some exceptions where we can afford it. And thanks for being a part of it. Don Carmen, Ruined by Gum. Who else do we have? Bob Shirley, Daryl Evans, Joe Orsulak, Greg Walker, Ron Romanek, Mark Sullivan, Doug Drabeck, Tony Walker, Rick Manning, a Tony Bernazard All-Star, Dwight Gooden All-Star, Ron Davis, Mike Heath, Harold Baines again, old two hats Harold, Earl Weaver, and we end with the Topps All-Star rookie, Corey Snyder, wax damage and all. All right. I guess I didn't realize Corey Snyder went to BYU. How about that? All right. It's been Junk Wax Genius, the channel on YouTube where a grown man opens old baseball cards and talks about it. Get some nice hits out of all of the packs today that we opened to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the channel. Again, can't thank you enough for your support, for your viewership. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Your likes and subscriptions are your endorsement. Even better, share news, share word of the channel, and let's get up to 2,000 subs maybe. By the end of the year? No, that seems optimistic. But let's get there. That's our next goal. You're watching Junk Wax Genius, the channel on YouTube where a grown man opens old baseball cards and talks about it. Thanks for being a part of it. We'll see you tomorrow with 2 more packs.